Samuel Leeds is Britain's most notorious multi-millionaire property investor, best-selling author and founder of a leading property education company. With hundreds of success students carving their way to financial freedom using his cutting-edge strategies, Samuel is regarded as the ultimate renegade property investor. In this year's Eviction, the stakes have been raised big time, with the winner receiving the keys to the kingdom by getting a life-changing prize of a whole week's one-to-one mentoring in their own financial freedom challenge. More drama, more heartbreak and more action as candidates battle it out to be the 2020 winner of the Eviction.
We had over 500 people apply to be on the Eviction.
Mind blowing.
We've got 10 candidates that are part of the process. Let's see what happens.
This is crazy.
You're evicted.
Previously on the Eviction.
I know what they're doing.
2 different postcodes, half a mile away.
I'll pack up and go home. I know I will, because it doesn't bother me.
You're going to present to me and show me the lease option agreement contract signed.
Yes, gets in.
Well done. That just came out of nowhere.
Honestly, not even one of them can close the door.
That you've secured during the challenge. I'm sadly going to have to say you're evicted. You are evicted.
So good morning guys, it's Monday morning and we are up in Newcastle. As you can tell, it is freezing.
Basically today, I think we're going to be doing a refurb. Samuel won't tell nothing.
I've never gone this far from London since I actually came to this country. So I'm just, so I'm very excited. I got no clue what we're going to do.
And think that it might be a refurb, but you never know. With Samuel, anything could happen. So let's just find out and get it done. Get in the front, David, you can get in the back. Shotgun.
Challenge 4, the 3 finalists, David, Evans and Lawton. I'm going to put the pressure on real hard now. They've got a refurbishment challenge with a small budget. They're going to have to go and find a tenant from scratch. This is going to be interesting to see how they work together. Ready for me to make my decision next time on who's going to do the Financial Freedom Challenge with me.
This isn't even Newcastle.
Thanks so much for coming down. We're here.
We are.
Come on through. So far in the Eviction, you've demonstrated that you know how to sell, you know how to make things happen, you've secured lease option agreements, you've sold properties to deals. Awesome. What I want to see this week is I want to see your ability to really graft and contribute in a refurb. So this house that we're standing in right now is actually an infamous house. The BBC did a show about this house. I've done a YouTube video about this house being my worst house. And the reason it's my worst house is because it's so big and it's a bit shabby. I've always had bad tenants in here that have trashed it, and this house has been trashed by my tenants. And because it's so far away from my house, I never want to come and sort it out. So your challenge this week is I have got a debit card which I've preloaded £2,000 on this card. So you're going to have this card. I'm going to give you the PIN, and you're going to have there's £2,000 on the house, and you're going to use that £2,000 to fully refurbish this house yourself. Now I've been quoted from £4,000 to have a building team to come in and do it, which is great. But I figured it'd be reasonable to halve that as you're going to be the labourers. Not only are you going to refurbish this house from start to finish and make it look fabulous, but I want you to, by Friday at 5 PM, it's now Monday morning, I want to have a confirmed tenant, a good tenant, a vetted tenant, signed, ready to move in by Friday at 5 PM. My wife's going to be coming down on Friday. She's going to be inspecting the place. She's an interior designer. She's a quantity surveyor. She's expecting it to look good. And I want to see that AST contract signed by 5 PM on Friday with a tenant ready to move in. Is that reasonable?
Yeah, sounds good, yeah.
All right. Good luck. I'll see you on Friday at 5. Oh, and by the way as well, I told you guys that I'd be providing accommodation for the week. This is it. So you'll be sleeping in this house. Full immersion.
Oh. Get on it, what it actually looks like.
So Samuel has given the lads £2,000 to renovate the property, which they'll be sleeping in for the next 5 days. The boys will have to use all of their changing rooms knowledge to not only get the place looking spick and span, but to have a confirmed tenant in place before Samuel's missus comes to check it out on Friday.
Am I going to try it? Am I going to be the fat one that breaks? I don't trust this.
David, where are you? What are you doing in the roof? He's in the roof. He's in the roof. Say, it can be turned into something. We're only here for a week. Right, boys. I'll see you later.
I'm coming down.
This is the challenge where the talkers are going to have to become the walkers. You cannot talk the talk when you're doing a refurb. May the best man win. I'm very excited to see how this pans out. I've literally given them a shoestring budget to do a pretty big refurb. So if they can pull this off and get a tenant, a good tenant, and they have a good refurb done, props to them, I'll say.
Great.
Are we changing the carpet here?
What about this? We're going to leave this. Is that going to be too much to paint white?
But that needs sanding down. Paint again. Just the ceiling in.
Just to paint, because you don't need nothing here. So just get cleaning products.
Main thing's the bathroom as well, though. We'll have little problems. There, but.
Well, just a general tidy up and probably just a bit of oven cleaner too. So.
That's your job, David.
No, it's oh, that's sick. That is. So you can get the oven cleaner, Evans.
Sorry, say it again.
Actually, if we couldn't get nobody tonight, we're screwed. Because nobody can go to the toilet.
So the boys head to a local hardware store to work out how best to spend their budget. It is possible to do this refurb for 2k, but it's going to have to be all hands on deck, getting creative on what to spend the money on, and they're all going to basically not sleep for a week. The moral of the story here is if you want a house refurbing for free, set up a YouTube channel with hundreds of thousands of subscribers and frame it as a challenge to win a competition rather than enforcing free slave labour.
Come today because I'll tell you what it is, like I'm actually staying in the property tonight.
Have you got your bags? Where are you going?
I have enough.
What was that flushing water? That's because we have water in the property now. We have power. Let's plug that in. Oh, tell me about it. One thing after another, we don't get electricity in the property. Try and sort that out and find an alternative, get the generator and some lights. Then he comes in and it don't even work. Cancel it, just get an extension in and just throw it over a fence anyway. Alright? Right. See you later, lad. We just keep it.
Okay, I retract my previous statement. This place is a dump, and to get it to a Liverpool standard with £2,000 is going to be nothing short of a miracle.
At least the window closes.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome to my house. Mi casa is su casa.
You want to see my view? That is my view. We've all been given tasks. I mean, we give David a task to organise an electrician and a plumber. He just had to ring 2 people to get them to come up. He boxed off the plumber, which was great, but the electrician, and there's been a problem with the box, he's had to ring Scottish Power. But he keeps ringing them and he keeps saying that they're putting the phone down or he's given up ringing them. But he's been ringing him since yesterday, and then this morning I'm really having to push him, and I don't want to speak to him in such a way. I want to lead people, I want to push people in a positive way, but I really feel like I need to give him a kick up the bum because he's really struggling with it. He was asking whether I should do it, and I just said, look, it doesn't take 2 people to ring an electrician, to ring Scottish Power. Like, you should just do it. That's your task. Just get it boxed off. That's your responsibility. He's saying that he wants to just crack on and do the painting, but there's another 2 of us that are doing painting. Do you know what I mean? If you've been speaking with people already and you need to set up an account, just sit down with a brew and set up an account. It's really starting to just annoy us a bit. He was talking and sometimes you can just talk too much and confuse the person on the end of the phone, and I was like, David, talk less is more. Tell them there's a problem with the box, ask them that you need to make an account, and that's it.
Yeah, okay. Last night was freezing. Like, I was sleeping last night. It was so cold, and Evans came and stole the radiator. So yeah, hopefully this day is going to look more optimistic. We're going to get it all painted, and I think we'll be painting all the grey today. So ideally we're looking at tomorrow night. Hopefully everything will be painted and new carpets by Thursday. So it's going to be good. Oh, that dog, don't talk. I was actually getting the end of the neighbour's stepladder last night, put my hand over the wall and get bit by that dog. So, there's always something here. So, I think Lawton slept last night with a hammer. And then when Evans walked in, the kid had been a casualty this morning, so we could have been a man down.
I've just off-hired all this equipment as well. The carpet fitter's just been in, he's going to give us a quote. And we've had a budget in mind of what we wanted the quote to be. Evans thinks it's going to be £1,000. He was so sure of it. And I said, well, let's just keep the carpet as clean as what we can. Evans comes in like a whirlwind, going up and down. And then, you know, carpet's a bit messy, but if he says it's £1,000, it's on his head.
Look at that there, dripping. You can't have that on the job. That'll get pointed out straight away.
That's depressing.
We could do all this work and have no electricity, and that's challenge failed, isn't it?
That's perfect, thank you. Okay, speak to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, that's good. That's 3 viewings, and plumber and electrician. Finally put the electricity. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Hey,
it's okay.
well done.
That's good roll. Finally. Heat. Finally, after 2 nights we get. Oh, it's freezing. I hope this is gonna work.
So it's been a very productive day today. We've really had tremendous improvements. We woke up, put a second coat on the house. So we literally put all the rooms a second coat. We got the feature walls in. We finally got our paint. Traveled an hour round trip to get that paint. We had the carpet man come in this morning at 8:30. Gave us a really very good coat that fits well within our budget. We had the lady agent came in this morning, and she already on the back of that's got 3 viewings booked for tomorrow. We're super excited about that. You know, I've been a very strict accountant, and we're still well within our means. Today we had pizza. That's how good we're doing. So we obviously had to win. Let's do this.
Day 3 and the lads have 3 viewings lined up to get some tenants in before Friday. Not to sound pessimistic, but it's a long way from being the palace people dream of living in. Saying that, I've not written the boys off just yet.
Having to fault with the boiler, but the plumbing's working, the electricity's working, gas is working, so this just needs service.
And if you're happy, I'm happy.
That's our alarm clock. That's our alarm clock for 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. From enemies to best friends. There's going to be a row here before Friday's over because tensions are definitely getting high at the minute. So we'll see. We'll see come Friday. Friday's a long way away.
Did you guys like this piece? There?
Yeah.
Great. It was done by yours truly.
Thank you.
Cool, lovely.
But today we've had a really productive morning actually. We've had 5 viewings already from 9 this morning back to back, and then we've got 1 at 3 o'clock and then 1 at 5 o'clock. So what we've done is we've utilised the local estate agent and asked them to come and have a look at the house, give us a price of how much they think they can rent it out for within the market, and then we also give her the challenge to see if she could get us viewings for the next day. And by this point the house wasn't even painted, so we've had to work hard all day yesterday and all through the night to get the skirts done, to get all the white walls painted so we can have viewings, and they've come in this morning and we've had to say to them, just watch the walls because they're still really wet. So yeah, full on this morning.
Like, do you know which colour it is?
No.
Serious?
No.
How can you pick carpet and not even know the colour? Different carpets in the house.
Okay.
So, Evans, he's got the budget, he's got the money, and I think he's just ordering stuff. Like, nobody actually there's another thing, the fireplace, like what a mess, because Lawton's ordering stuff. Nobody's telling each other what they're ordering. He's ordered stuff now to pick up at 12. It's after 1 o'clock. Evans doesn't want to go get it. I'm working too. So there's going to be a fight. That looks crap.
Isn't it funny? It's always the refurb challenge which gets people arguing like an old married couple.
God, man. If that was me doing that, there'd be like, okay, someone has to do team leader, but we're not. If they want to be childish and say we're not doing it, I'm not going to cause conflict, but I know what I'm doing. I'm getting stuff done. I'm organising it, but he's happy enough cutting next door neighbours anyway. So I think overall Simon will be happy with that.
Front garden's pretty much done now, just to let you know. You should be super happy about that.
That'll make a big difference.
Evans has just said don't.
Listen,
Evans has just said don't get it. So
Right.
just leave it at that then, yeah?
we won't get a skip.
Mate, just got a text. She's cancelled all the viewings. She said that she'll be here Friday 12 PM with a signed agreement with the tenant as well.
Aye, well done, bro. Banging. Amazing.
David! Come here, bud. Just had a text from Jess saying that she's cancelled all the viewings for the rest of the day because she'll be back on Friday with a signed agreement.
Serious?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well done.
Well done.
Well
So
done.
that's tenant in Friday.
Tenant in Friday said she'll be here Friday 12 PM with a signed agreement. I think the tenant will also meet me there too. Thank you.
Brilliant.
That's the hardest bit.
That's brilliant.
Funny thing is, we actually need to get it ready for her.
Excellent news. So Jess, the estate agent, has had confirmation from a tenant and will have a fully signed tenancy agreement for the lads on Friday. Well done, boys.
Are you going to put it in the car?
I'm literally gonna open the boot, I'm gonna bring the back seats down, and I'm gonna put the front of it near towards the windscreen and have most of it on the back. It's only like just a 5-minute drive, so we'll be alright, we'll make it. That's what we have to do, man. We have to think outside the box.
To me, to you.
Alright, stop here. Push, push. Alright, stop. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me.
Thank you.
Alright,
Do
yeah,
me
we get
a
it.
favour?
Anything for you.
Right, yeah. On the email, on the receipt, there's an email address.
Yeah.
To the email address. Will you just send an email in?
Absolutely. Every day of the week.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Thank you.
So that's my budget done. £200 for everything. 3 bits and the saw. So I have a £200 budget for the kitchen. You got a £200 budget for the bathroom.
Yeah.
And we still have like £250 left after everything's done.
Right, sound. Are you confident that you can fit it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh wow.
Good morning.
Oh Jesus, man. That's the time you should have came. 7:10, not 7 o'clock.
No, cheeky little head shower. You've got to take these luxuries when you get them. You know, it's not been working for the past 2 days, so I'm going to take full advantage. Can't have a full shower because I've not got a towel. But it's alright, I'll use David's.
I'm tired.
This is where most of my thinking goes. It's my quiet room. It's a room to get away from everybody. I do just take them down when we get the sponge in the bucket and just maybe clean them down. I mean, I would like to get rid of the ceiling. This ceiling's been dropped because I can see the original ceiling through there, and the plaster has just completely fell off it, so that's why the ceiling's been put in. It's just an old, cheap, tiled ceiling.
It's just costing us time with it me.
Started to do him a bit now. Must be just the way that different people think, but like if I'd have just had my car loaded, like I'd be stood by it waiting to drive off, not the passenger.
What's cooking is a new look. You see me? Fresh look. After today, the kitchen gonna look clean.
The new house. It's a house worth for another 10 grand. Easy.
We're just waiting for the carpet to come in and get fitted, and then it's gonna be voila, amazing.
If we didn't know that the carpet fitter wasn't responding last night, we would be able to have arranged alternative.
Tops we didn't even know. He's coming back with that.
What I feel like he's been trying to do is like trying to pull something out of the bag to make himself look really, really good, but it's just been backfiring. Communication is key on a project, especially when there's three of us.
It's better, it's like us, it's better it's better to have a fight rather than
it's better to sort a bit of a barney with each other, because at least we knew exactly where we were standing with each other.
The intentions is good, everyone wants to get the best, but
of course it is. Like out, yeah, that's me, exactly. You understand it. I just feel like he's been singling himself out to try and make him look like the hero.
I think the feature,
but it doesn't always work.
Everything, because there's no street like.
Yeah. If you and Evans are looking for carpenters, and then we'll just carry on.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Right. I'll be finished in 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
We don't need to look for carpenters. They can do it, and then we can just carry on.
Right now to network. If everyone now walks inside B&Q to find a carpet fitter to fit this carpet tonight, tomorrow, whatever we have to do, whatever it takes, is going to happen. Mask. Oh, I got a mask in. Sorry, lads. Just a quick one. To help us out.
A carpet fitter?
Yeah, carpet fitter. Like literally like tonight / tomorrow. So your missus?
Yes, I'll message you on Instagram.
He's a good lad, you know.
I'll see if I can get a lad to message you.
Did he give you the chocolate last night?
Yes.
You did? Hey! Cool, so what are you saying, Jay? Can you...
I'll get into it, my phone's dead at the minute, so I'll try and get in touch with him when I get home.
Yeah, cool. Go business, helping us out with obviously put it out there.
We've had the same bother.
A very, very, very random question. You would happen to know anyone who can fit the carpet by any chance with you?
Sorry?
Fit a carpet fitter. We literally been let down by somebody who was meant to come in today, and
I'm gonna give you his number. I get one which has been fitted mine.
Really?
Yeah, we just moved in here like beginning of the month.
To fit the carpets literally within a certain amount of time.
No way.
And the guy was meant to come in today. He came in to do measurements, give us a quote, and then just didn't answer.
Well, mine has been fitted by Carpet Right.
Okay.
It's been fitted by Carpet Right, so he's a professional carpet fitter. So
Yeah.
he's a professional fitter for Carpet Right, but
okay, cool.
he's doing like the odd job on the side. So
literally just would you happen to know anybody who can fit a carpet by any chance?
We live around here.
Okay, we're in the same boat then.
The main issue is that it's just so late notice. It's Thursday night, 8 o'clock at night, and we're trying to book in a carpet fitter to do a 3-bedroomed large house throughout either this evening, which I mean it's 8 o'clock at night, or tomorrow morning, and people are just booked up.
Basically, the carpet fitter let us down tonight.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. Somebody's already been on the phone about it.
You can't do it? No.
I can't do it.
Okay. Nah. Did the guy come back to you?
No.
Oh. Okay, I'll give you yourself, look. I know what I'll give you, bro.
Waste of fucking time, mate. Communication is key on projects. There's a plan then. If you can give us a call first thing in the morning just to confirm whether you can do it tomorrow at 11, that'd be amazing. If not, give us a call anyway and just let us know that you can't do it, and then we'll get you booked in for next week and we'll put a deposit up for you.
Do you know Jay, the guy gave the chocolate yesterday? He actually put out a Facebook ad, and he contacted Jay. And Jay called me and told me, I'm going to give this guy your number. And then he called me. And then, I was just like, for about half an hour pleading on the phone with him. And then he said, I'm going to come tomorrow. And I was like, look, we need to get the carpet. Can you come tonight? I'm like, I'm going to come pick you up at your house. And he's just like, I'm going to come. So he came to take the measurements, and hopefully we get everything done tomorrow. Sorted. I mean, you heard what the guy said, bro.
I'm really hoping for a massive kick-off. Don't let us down, lads.
I don't know. I'll find out later on.
I feel like you're being a bit cold.
I'm not being cold, bro. I'm just not faking, and I'm just not gonna buy into what you're trying to get out of me, bro. Yeah.
What I was saying, mate, was just poor communication. That's all.
It's cool, bro. That's fine, man. Let's just obviously let's focus on what we have to do, and then after the eviction, let's talk, man. But right now, let's just focus. We have work to do, man.
Can I have a Big Mac and a carpet fitter, please?
So it's 11:30 now, and we are flat out. We've got so much to do still. As you can see, a lot of it is actually just like small touching up. So like I'm painting this flower just to like bring out the texture of it. We've been here for 5 days, or 4 days now, 5 days tomorrow. We've done so much in that time. We've completely transformed the house. It's gone from like an absolute bomb site to like a really nice family home with a nice little family moving into it. So I'm pretty proud of it, to be fair.
As the final day dawns on the boys' project, there's a bloody storm a-brewing.
Stood here arguing about it. About this budget is not going to get it done.
You don't want to argue, Lawton. You don't want to argue.
Do you need to go to
B&Q? You've called me, you've texted me, I haven't answered you.
Because I'm trying to keep
because
the
I
team
don't want
together.
to argue with you.
I'm trying to keep the team
but
together.
But bro, you're not a manager. Get that for your thick skull. You're not a manager, bro. Look, now, I've let you talk. Let me talk now. What I'm trying to say, bro, I'm not saying that anything that you said is not valuable. It is valuable, bro. What I'm trying to say is that we have a task, yeah?
We do.
Our task is, bro,
please don't turn this around and be like, oh, you need to be super positive. Because that's what you always do. We do have a task.
Yeah.
We need to work collectively together as a team, not single. You don't just drive off and go and buy things without confirming it with all of us. Because that's the reason why we are massively over our budget, because you've not been keeping track with it. If we had more conversations and were more transparent and were more open about the objectives that we're trying to achieve, we would be able to achieve them quicker and efficiently.
One more time,
£300 worth of workshops and didn't tell us about it.
Lawton, please. Stay away from me until the end of the eviction, bro.
That's fine.
You hear me out? Please,
that's fine.
Bro, I beg you.
That's fine, because I feel like me and David are doing it ourselves anyway.
I've asked you more than once.
Right,
I've asked you more than once, Lawton.
You've not.
I'm not your kid.
I'm
asking you once. Please,
that's the first
stay
time.
left. I want to stay right.
That's fine.
I don't want to argue with you, bro.
Right, that's fine.
Yeah?
That's fine.
Cool, bro. Thank you very much.
And that right there is all of the teamwork and camaraderie the boys have accumulated over the last few days, shattered into a million tiny paper-shaped pieces.
There was a little
This
room was really lovely.
Yeah, it was moldy. We had to paint it like pretty.
Yeah, say what's your favourite part?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, what was I said? Was that going to get sorted?
Yeah.
What do you think of this colour? Don't be mean now.
Be honest.
My answer to it. Right here?
Yeah.
Hello.
On Monday, it was one of the worst I've ever seen in all my years of being in a stage, and this was literally one of the worst houses I've ever seen. It was filthy, it was full of stuff, things were smashed. It would have literally been impossible to find a tenant. This transformation is incredible, absolutely incredible.
And we found a tenant in less than 24 hours for this house, and it hopefully will be her forever home.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
It's, it looks so good now, and she saw it before and she loved it because of the location, because of the size. And now she's come back today and she's just buzzing. Buzzing. She said she's never going to leave this house now. So from an estate agent's perspective, that's about as good as it gets.
That's what we want to hear.
The lads have finished their refurb within their 2k budget, and despite bickering like sissy girls, they've actually done an amazing job.
Hello.
Welcome.
What's up, folks? How you doing? Good. You guys definitely, you look like actual workmen right now.
New carpets throughout, full painting, reconnection of main utilities, and most of all, a touch of love and care that the house has been missing for a very long time.
Oh wow, it does look different.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Hey.
Oh, we've been through the wars and back.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh,
Goodness.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I'm to be honest, I was thinking the carpets needed changing because the carpets were really bad.
Yeah,
So I was thinking they're either going to clean them or change them, and I genuinely didn't think they'd be able to get a carpet fitter and get it done in time.
Yeah,
so I imagine
so fast.
I imagine they've got a carpet fitter. I'd love to hear the story. We'll hear the story from the guys afterwards. Is this a new kitchen? Almost looks like a new kitchen.
It does look like a new kitchen. This definitely looks new. It looks really fresh. Have they painted all of these?
What have they actually done to this kitchen? Because
It
doesn't look new, but it was very different.
Okay,
I think they just cleaned the crap out of it.
Yeah, and I
painted
think they've painted the doors, which
But
is really,
that's-
really different.
this is
that
new.
looks new.
This is new.
That looks like it still needs
Do you remember
renovating.
before when it was when it was just like a volcanic oil
Yeah.
of grease?
It was awful.
Okay. It looks a lot better. I mean, it doesn't look like an amazing kitchen, but
I think it's decent and presentable.
it is. And they've clearly painted the whole house, haven't they?
No.
I'm careful not to touch the walls because I imagine it's fresh.
New taps.
They are new taps.
Black modern taps.
Yeah, they are.
Pretty cool.
Oops.
Toilet seat looks new.
Yeah. They have done wonders. I can't lie.
I think even just the paint has changed a lot. I think it feels more bright and just nicer, just even with the paint alone.
I think it's
a lot
the
of
biggest thing I'm impressed with is the time frame that they had.
Yeah.
Like 5 days.
I know. 5 days, no pre-planning. So they had no idea. In an area they don't know anyone.
And they've literally painted every single room, haven't
Yeah,
they?
it's pretty good going.
This was all mouldy. There was so much mould. There's a bottle of cider up there. That was either the
Hopefully
workman's.
they weren't drinking on the job.
They probably had to get through this week. A lot better.
No.
I'd be very interested to see what they've actually done with the damp work.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of mould. They just painted over it. I wouldn't blame them if they have, or if they actually
Dealt
seen
with
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's still obviously issues like there's, very dirty, mouldy blind, but
Yeah,
but hey, again, at £2,000, had 5 days. I am impressed. It's better than I thought. I wonder why they chose black. I guess you don't see stains. It's not the best colour in the world.
For me, I'd be like, because then you can see everything.
Every little white.
Every little
bit.
white bit.
I've never
you'd
ever.
probably go for a grey, but it is a nice contrast.
I've
with
never,
the-
ever put black in any of my properties before. Oh, they've done really well,
They
haven't they?
really have.
And they're not workmen. That's not their thing. Fantastic. Well, guys, you did a cracking job. We've got a few questions for you folks in terms of tenants. Now, obviously, the challenge was £2,000. You stuck to your budget, which is amazing. How much did it come down to exactly, by the way?
It came down to
Pennies?
It came down to the pennies.
Really?
I think not even £1.
And what time did you finish? Like, how long has this been? Have you been waiting for hours or?
No. We finished like minutes before you arrived.
Isn't it funny that? Do you know what's funny?
Minutes.
Isn't it funny that you were given an exact budget, an exact time frame, and it took almost within the second and within the penny?
Yeah.
It kind of goes to show what you can achieve when you're.
Yeah, when you're working that tight budget, like we didn't have money for cleaning products, so we had to ask neighbours.
Right.
Oh,
You had 2 things you had to do. Number one was you had to lift the property, restore it, renovate it. We've looked around the property in full. Amanda, you're the interior designer and the surveyor. What do you think?
Well, I know what it takes to do this kind of thing, because I used to do it all the time, turning houses around. So in the time that you've had, I do think that you've done a good job, because
I
5
think
days,
so. Yeah.
like no pre-planning, new area, you don't know anyone, having to like call up people. I think you've done.
Yeah.
I think you've done well. I think so.
However, that was only half of the challenge, which you've smashed. The other half was I wanted a tenant by today. How's that gone?
Went alright. I mean, we actually had a tenant by Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And she verbally committed, and then she came today with the agent.
Has she signed it?
Signed.
Okay! Wow!
Is she vetted and she's like a good...
She's vetted, she got vetted, she came to view it again, she came to view it when we was halfway through, she came to view it at the end on Friday today, and she signed at 12 o'clock, so we just made up.
Her partner came yesterday as well.
Yeah.
That's great.
She came in for 9, she was actually in tears, wasn't she?
Yeah, she walked outside and she broke down.
Is she working?
Family's working, yeah. So
Family's working,
her husband.
Young professional.
Good.
They put it in land.
Well, I'm impressed. So out of the three of you then, I mean, who really made this happen, would you say? Like, because it's a lot that's happened. So what would you guys say?
I think all in all, it was a team effort. I think we definitely came together as a team. The first few days was a bit heated. We had no hot water, slipping on the floor. So after the first few days, we kind of gelled, and obviously we were obviously all in unity. So combined collectively, we made it happen.
Yeah. You were kind of like forced to be friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forced to be worked with as well. Yeah.
Were there any? Obviously, to begin with, there was no heating, and then you got the heating working. But were there any heated moments between you as a three? Was there any fallout?
Yeah, definitely. There was definitely a couple, because we're under pressure with time, budget, and then we all picked and chose roles and responsibilities within the project.
Yeah.
So, you know, even though we all painted it together collectively, but we then moved into separate parts of the house. Like I took over the bathroom and I did all the bathroom because there was problems there with leaks. Evan took over the kitchen, and then you took over the rest of the snagging with the paintwork and the doors, and then you did the back garden, didn't you, as well? Yeah. So even though we all had our responsibilities, we did get on top of each other a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. But that's to be expected.
Yeah. And as we spoke afterwards, like, sometimes it's best to just have it out with each other straight away.
Yes.
And an hour's time, just come back and just hug and make up and just get on with the job.
Yeah. So I did say to you at the beginning of the week that I wanted you to make mountains move, and it looks like you've had to do that. Tell me, David, what were the key learning points of this whole experience for you?
Time's a big one, and just making things happen. You know, you can't wait for people to come here. If they're not going to be here, you just have to be on the phone and have backup plans. That was the key.
It's amazing though, because I think as an entrepreneur, as a property entrepreneur, you need to be able to make stuff happen.
Yeah, we had to think outside the box. I think this really tested us, and it really did make us think outside the box. You know, even down to budget, it was like, you know, what do? We've got no money for cleaning, right, just knock on next door. You know, when we was cutting the ivory out the front, because it was just completely overgrown at the front, we didn't have any chops to cut the ivory, so knock on next door. We just used the local community, and they were nice.
Oh yeah.
I think we can agree that this is a challenge accomplished this week. And you've all worked really, really hard. So I'm going to be having to choose one person who's going to win the eviction, and I'm going to be doing the financial freedom challenge with them. And that's going to be a completely life-changing, financially and also personally challenge. So what I want to do now is I want to get to know you a little bit as individuals and work out who the strongest candidate is between the three of you. And the way to do that is I want to give you some training. I want to visit you all at your own homes. I want to introduce you to some of my business associates, go over your business plans, and then decide who the strongest candidate is out of the three of you, which we'll be doing. So right now, you guys look knackered. I think you need to go home. I think you need to sleep. And I want to meet you Monday morning at 8 a.m. at my castle in Worcestershire. So great job, and we'll see you on Monday.
Thank you very much.
Good job. Well done.
Tomorrow! Don't know whether he's going to be able to take the pressure of a financial freedom challenge. I don't know whether he's going to be the kind of person that might melt under that kind of pressure. I don't know.
Do you know, I was expecting you to dominate this whole thing.
Yeah, me too.
I am going to be spending a week doing the financial freedom challenge